Hi friends, this is Ben McLaughlin, Mountain Gallery's Communications Director. Just entering an exhibition of new work with artist Shannon Ford here at our Whistler Gallery. It's quite a beautiful occasion to see so many incredible paintings by Shannon put together for the show here. Want to say hi there, Shannon?
Hey.
So we're just gonna maybe walk through and Shannon can talk about a couple of the pieces here for your enjoyment and kind of give you the inside scoop.
Sure.
As we slowly pan.
Here.
Absolutely.
These are two deer that live on our ranch in the Okanagan. They're mule deer. And what was very interesting and cool was that just after this fawn was born, she came into our horse pasture with her mom, and I got to watch her taking some of her first steps in her first days. So the title of this painting is "What Should We Do About That, Mom?" Because for this little fawn, she's seeing a lot of things for the very first time. And her mom takes it all in stride, but she's very concerned about things or interested. So
incredible.
Yeah, I just love her little face.
Absolutely. Let's maybe, as we move back in the gallery here, you can really get a sense for the scale of some of these paintings. Maybe Shannon, you want to talk a bit about just how you paint and your process as you're going through to capture such large, powerful pieces?
When I was a kid, I wanted to paint a life-sized horse on my bedroom wall. And I think that when I look at this life-sized horse, that I'm living my dream. I get to paint life-size horses. And for me, like, horses feel this big. To me, the energy of a horse doesn't feel small, like especially certain horses, they feel big to me. And when I'm painting them big, that's the magic that I feel when I'm around a horse. I love to interpret their energy, and I love to interpret their intelligence and their spirit through color and through chaotic, energetic brush strokes. And you know, there's something about the eye of a horse that even though I'm capturing it very loosely, it still has that spirit. And I think that's one of the most important things to me, is having the integrity, having the anatomy correct, but being able to do it in a manner where it looks like it just happened, and you know, it's very random. And see, things like this, I've splattered onto paint. It's layers and layers and layers of experimentation almost, and trying to decide how to get a portrait of that particular horse in a way that whoever's looking at it will feel what I felt when I looked at that horse.
It almost has a bit of an essence to it.
It does, yes, yes.
And it's right that you tend to use gemstones and other semi-precious stones within your canvases? Can you talk a bit about that?
Sure. Well, I had many years as a jeweler and small precious metal sculptor, and when I started to paint, I was really missing I think it's you know, when you hold an emerald in your hand, there's a feeling there, or when you hold sapphires, or when you are around turquoise. I mean, it's why we respond to minerals as jewelry wearers, or people that enjoy, you know, collecting stones. So when I started to paint, first I started to paint in the colors of gemstones, and then I was painting a horse one day in turquoise, and I thought, I have turquoise, why didn't I just grind up the turquoise? And so I actually, the very first horse, ground up turquoise in a mortar and pestle, and applied it with a medium onto my canvas, so it was like turquoise paint. So that was the very first one, and my mom and dad actually own that painting, my very first turquoise horse. Wow. And now I do it all the time. Like, I've experimented with so many different minerals, like stones that I would actually set into a ring. I've experimented with almost everything that I have to see what can make an interesting. I love the illusory surfaces that I can get with the gemstones, and I love that when I'm painting something that's precious to me, I'm actually putting precious materials on, like the palladium or the 24 karat gold or the sapphires and rubies, or even diamond dust that I've smashed down. My dad does lapidary, and so I get his scraps, and I have other friends that do lapidary, but I also will go to the Tucson Gem Show and bring back really unique minerals like tiger eye, or you know, a stone that, you know, there's some flops. Sometimes I'll get a stone that looks phenomenal, but it turns into white chalk, which is still cool, but it doesn't stay the color of the stone. But there's been some really beautiful stones I've gotten from Peru and you know, different places in South America that I've been able to paint a horse that was from Peru, like a Peruvian paso, and then put the rock from Peru into the paint. So it makes it really interesting.
That's
so,
spectacular.
Yeah, it has a lot of meaning to me, and I think it hopefully it comes through with the,
absolutely.
With the yeah.
Well, it's been a joy having you here in Whistler, Shannon, and we hope we can do it again soon. And obviously, you know, for our winter season to have such a spectacular collection of your work is it's just a joy for us. So thank you so much, and we hope you have safe travels back, and look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you so much.
Take
We'll
care.
see you again. Bye.
Bye-bye.